Jesus left there and went to his hometown, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. "Where did this man get these things?" they asked. "What's this wisdom that has been given him? What are these remarkable miracles he is performing? Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home." He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith.
The beginning of the 6th chapter of Mark's Gospel is particularly dedicated to you if you sometimes feel undervalued. Often in life, we encounter situations where others look down on us, not believing in our abilities. In these words, we find Jesus experiencing similar treatment. A prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home. These words express a truth that many of us have experienced. How many times have you returned with a new idea, full of enthusiasm, only to hear, "We've known you since you were a child. What could you possibly know?" Doesn't that sound familiar? As a preacher, I've heard this a few times in my hometown, but never far from home. The modern world forces us to compare and intensifies this phenomenon. Involuntarily, we scrutinize ourselves by looking at photos of models on the internet. We are also like Jesus in Nazareth, surrounded by skeptics who, instead of focusing on our achievements, concentrate on our past or background. But what did Jesus do in the face of such treatment? He did not give up. He did not allow the limitations of others to become his own. He did not need applause to carry out his mission. And here is the lesson for all of us. Remember, our value does not depend on what others think of us. If you feel that someone is looking down on you, remember Jesus in Nazareth. He too was underestimated, but that did not stop him in his mission. Imagine Jesus returning to Nazareth wearing a t-shirt that says, "I healed, fed the hungry, cast out demons, and all I got was this colorful t-shirt and a few curses." Sometimes we need to take a step back from the situation we're in, even if the world does not see our potential. I encourage you to reflect on how we react when someone returns to our Nazareth. Are we open, or do we look down on them, focusing on what we already know about the person? Let this passage remind us of the need for openness and acceptance, because each of us can be a prophet even in our own homeland. May God bless us all. Amen.